Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Inside Golf, and I'm Harry Donahue. Coming up on today's show, we'll take a look at two local pros who have been honored recently by the PGA of America. One of them is Jeff Kitty, the head pro at Aronimink. Jeff received the PGA Professional of the Year award from the PGA. First time ever that a pro from the Philadelphia section has received that honor. John Carpanetta from Ben Salem. John's won a bunch of awards. Add to the list the PGA's Patriot of the Year award. So congratulations to Jeff and John, and we'll talk about what it was all like for them recently at the PGA headquarters in Texas. It's all coming up next on Inside Golf. The 26th season of Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. Your next golf getaway is in Valley Forge in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Visit valleyforge.org. By the First Tee Greater Philadelphia. The First Tee not only helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit firstteephiladelphia.org. By the Philadelphia Association of Golf Course Superintendents, a community of professionals enhancing the game of golf since 1925. Make sure you thank your golf course superintendent today. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, a digital publication and private business network. Read the current issue free at jerseymanmagazine.com. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia PGA section, the experts in the game and business of golf.
Golf is the great equalizer. For many, this journey is an escape from reality, a chance to be part of a team, a career opportunity. PGA Reach impacts lives through golf by lifting people up, giving them hope, and sending them down an alternate path that they never saw coming. With PGA Reach Philadelphia, as in life and in golf, the most important shot you take is the next one.
For over 2 decades, First Tee has created experiences that build character. We believe every kid deserves to feel supported, safe to try something new, and to be prepared for what comes next. We develop their swing, but more importantly, their inner strength. Because we know what's inside doesn't just count, it changes the game. Come join us at First Tee.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. Well, as I mentioned in the opening of today's show, Jeff Kitty, the head pro at Aronimink, recently was honored by the PGA America with a very high honor. He was named the PGA Professional of the Year. That is quite a distinction. And here's a look at why the PGA honored Jeff Kitty, the head pro at Aronimink.
I think Jeff Kitty checks all the boxes. As a golf professional, anybody in the golf profession, it's hard to be great at everything that we need to do, but he certainly gets really close.
Jeff Kitty has been a PGA of America head professional for 22 years, the last 15 at Aronimink Golf Club.
I knew I wanted to be a golf professional before I went to college. It's all I've wanted to be. People say, when did you know? I said, I don't remember when I knew, but I knew I always wanted to do it.
And we met when we were 19 at college. And from the moment I met him, he had always said he wanted to be a golf pro.
I'm only taking credit for the good ones.
With Jeff running the golf operations, the famed Donald Ross facility has hosted multiple PGA Tour events.
Keegan Bradley is getting closer to his first win. That is just about, and that's in!
The 2020 KPMG Women's PGA Championship. And in 2026, will once again shine as host of the PGA Championship. Jeff's excelled in every role he's taken on, including filling in as Aronimink's general manager for 6 months in 2022.
he did it at a time when we were putting together a $30 million capital initiative, but he was the perfect guy to do it because of his leadership qualities.
He took on responsibility of all aspects of the club and made great decisions. You know, the guy knows how clubs operate, not just as golf, the golf aspect.
What Jeff does for this membership and how much he cares about the people here at Aronimink is really special. When you find that right fit for a golf professional and a club, it's a win-win situation.
Yeah, I feel like it's our job to preserve the traditions and the history and turn it over with new traditions to the next generation, shining brighter than we inherited it.
At the core, being a PGA golf professional, it's playing, it's teaching, and it's member interaction. When you have a head pro who still has his hands on all of those components, it creates an environment that's great both for the membership, also for the staff and for the young assistant pros to be mentored and learn from.
That mentorship is what Jeff views as his most important impact as a PGA of America professional. 13 of his assistants have advanced to PGA head professional roles across the country.
His mentoring has been just terrific, and he knows how meaningful it is to his staff.
Working for somebody like Jeff and the wealth of knowledge I gained from him, I learned a lot of how to manage people and how to become a great golf professional.
Really got to see that it is important that we know about everything and we are true, masters of each side of this industry, and we don't just focus on one area.
Jeff put so much into us as far as our futures in our career. He was never selfish about himself. It was all about us and what we could do kind of long-term moving forward.
He's a wealth of knowledge. It's actually rather annoying how much he knows, but it's amazing to have that resource to go to.
That love extends to the PGA of America. In 2013, he joined the PGA's National Rules Committee.
First to play from Ohio, the 2018 Senior PGA Professional Champion, Bob Sowers.
It became apparent that Jeff was, I would call, an up-and-comer on the committee. So he started working the PGA Championship, and then he worked the last Ryder Cup.
So it's not relieved like the list. Correct. Correct.
There's an old saying that if you dare to teach, you must never cease to learn. And at this point in Jeff's career with the rules, he is now being a part of our PGA workshop faculty that teaches rules to people around the country, even around the world.
Jeff's also been a dedicated leader in the Philadelphia PGA section, serving numerous posts, culminating with his 2019 election as president.
Leadership equals culture, and we came into COVID and nobody really knew what was going to be going on. Did we have jobs? Did our professionals, we're going to retain their jobs? How were we going to make golf active? Jeff's leadership role was really critical, and he was the right person at the right time.
Had almost daily phone calls, led by Jeff to really figure out those solutions and really work through the problem at hand.
A lot of tough decisions had to be made, and I think that's where really Jeff's leadership shined through and really led us to a good conclusion and came out stronger on the other side.
I'm so proud of Jeff. I'm so proud of his commitment to the game, for how much he's helped people over the years. It just means the world to me that he's been recognized by the PGA of America.
I love seeing, from my perspective, the outside world recognizing how fantastic he is at what he does. Acknowledging the time, acknowledging that passion, acknowledging that fever that he continues to have.
J. Wood Platt Caddy Scholarship Trust is the official charitable arm of GAP. The Trust's mission is to financially aid and empower qualified caddies and those working in golf operations in the pursuit of higher education. Over $25 million has been awarded to more than 3,700 caddies. J. Wood Platt's Empower program strengthens scholarship investment dollars by providing our scholars with exceptional benefits. Visit our website, plattscholar.org, to learn more.
Okay, fam. Quick stop in Montgomery County, but we have to be at Grandma's by 5 p.m.
Do we have time to stop at the mall?
KOP! Yes! Do we have time to hit the slopes?
Skiing at Spring Mountain.
Do we have time for Santa? If we have time for wildlife at the zoo!
Do we have time for food?
I have a list of 1,800 restaurants. Yum!
Do we have time for an overnight?
I feel like we're forgetting something.
When you spend the holidays in Montgomery County, your other plans can wait.
Honey, call them again.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. Well, we're taking a look at two recent honorees from the Philadelphia section of the PGA, honored by the PGA of America. We just saw the award given to Jeff Kitty from Aronimink. Now, we're going to take a look at the career of John Carpenetta, the Patriot of the Year in the eyes of the PGA.
Everybody say provolone cheese.
Provolone.
We're going to have a foot and wall locker inspection, 1,500 hours at ease.
I had a dream last night. I dreamt I met God. He sneezed. I didn't know what to say.
That's it all day long. He doesn't stop.
Johnny Carpenetta is a legend. He may be the kindest person I've ever met. John is a veteran. He became a PGA member at the age of 62. Now he is 82 years old. He is just someone that wants to give back.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Johnny C. is one of our role models for PGA Hope Veterans Programs. We look up to him as a leader, someone that does PGA Hope from the heart.
Good afternoon and welcome to Riverton Country Club to the first annual Philadelphia PGA Hope Cup. Nice round of applause for our day, please.
Well, it's 9 o'clock here at Riverton. All the vets shuffle in. They're all in the mood for a round of golf. Each foursome is hoping to win.
PGA Hope, it's a 5 to 6 week clinic series, completely free to veterans. Anybody who has started the program, gone through the program, is well aware of Johnny C. and well aware of the impact that he's had.
I started playing the game of golf once I retired from the Army. Didn't have any friends, and I heard about the PGA Pro program. And Johnny C took me under his arm, and he calls me on a personal level and said, hey, check up on me. So I really care about Johnny C, and he cares about me, so.
Turning that backswing that way, folding, and you're loading into here.
He has given me some private lessons, tips on what to do. I actually wrote them all down. Now, if I read them right before I come out, I do better. I just forgot to read them this morning.
It's not how he teaches or what he teaches them. It's a matter of putting his arm around them. If they're not having a good day, he's going to try to talk them through it, find out why, and try to help them. And that, to me, is more important than teaching them how to swing the club.
I think golf is good medicine. You can't get it at CVS or everything like that.
When you talk about our vets and what they've gone through, many of them, the scars are always there, and Johnny heals those scars.
Yup. Wow.
He's one of those guys that tries to level the playing field, and I absolutely admire him for that.
If he was here, I would give him a big hug for what he does to me and what he does for me and everybody.
You can come out for a couple of hours and just forget about, a lot of stresses, things that are going on in your life or whatever, and just to mingle with other veterans, just to hear their stories, and we kind of connect.
I think there's no better way to show our respect and to show how much we appreciate him than give him this Patriot Award to really show him that his hard work is not unseen and that we will continue to impact lives through the game of golf through PGA Hope because of Johnny.
PGA Hope keeps on growing now. To date, 10 chapters in all. Over 500 soldiers, gals, got some vets. Yes, the PGA Reach welcomes all. Everybody, sing us the song, you're the golf pro man. Show us the swing today. 'Cause we're all in the mood for a better game. Having fun with our comrades today. Thank you so much.
And congratulations from Inside Golf to both John Carpenetta from Ben Salem and Aronimic's Jeff Kitty. Stay with us. Coming up, the big question is, have you been fitted for golf clubs? We're going to put that question to our panel on Teed Off. That's next.
Changes in either age or strength, or you're getting faster, or just kind of the technology might just be a little bit different.
Welcome back. Inside Golf continues with our Teed Off panel here at Lulu Country Club in Upper Dublin on the back deck on a beautiful sunny fall day. And speaking of Lulu, Jim Sullivan, regular here on the show. He is our either official / unofficial, I'll let him decide, or somebody here at Lulu, ambassador.
Thank you for having me, Harry.
At Lulu. Good to see you, Sully. Brad Sanders is an assistant professional at nearby Sunnybrook, and this fellow's been around a little bit, despite the fact that he looks like 22. Oscar Mestre, he's in his third year as the president of the Golf Association of Philadelphia. Club fittings. What's your history with club fittings?
I've gone through it on, never the full set. I've done some, driver fitting testing and some iron fitting testing, and I think it's, I think that, if you believe the numbers, right? If you go to a...
There's a lot of numbers,
yes,
too, involved,
but
right?
I think when you have a trusted, person doing it...
Fitter?
Yep. You believe the numbers, and the numbers, as they say, they don't lie.
Right, like the film.
Exactly.
Bill Parcells, the film doesn't lie.
Yeah, so there's definite value to it, and I've always said I'm open to always buying a new set, but they have to prove to me with the numbers that in performance I'm getting some advantage.
So you did take up some of the numbers and translate that into a purchase of a driver?
My last iron set was now a year and a half ago.
The performance, well, you're playing really well.
It definitely, I was definitely getting more distance without swinging as hard.
So the question is, you're probably saying to yourself, why didn't I do this 5 years ago, right?
I probably. There's no question that there's an advantage to it, but your body's changing, right? Your body's constantly changing, so probably, it's now it's going to happen a lot more often than I'm going to get fitted.
Okay, the future's unlimited. The ceiling is unlimited for Oscar Mestre. All right, Brad, you're in the business. I mean, you give a lot of lessons, right? Do you steer people who you think would benefit from a club fitting to get it?
Of course. A lot of people definitely benefit from club fittings. It just kind of dials you in on your equipment. That's the biggest thing. And then on top of it, it's just if you haven't gotten fit or haven't gotten new clubs in the last, say, 3-4 years, then you're losing something to technology, and then your body changing, as he was saying, and just kind of it's a huge benefit for distance, accuracy, and you can go, the list goes on and on.
Consistency, right?
Yeah, so it's definitely
Okay, as a teacher, have you given that same advice, I'm sure, to some of your students or pupils or whatever you want to call them?
If you're not giving that advice, then something's not right.
And have they come back and say, wow, thank you, I'm a much better player than before I got fitted?
Without a doubt. And then even myself, I was able to kind of fully get fitted this year, from basically wedges, putter, to my driver, 3-wood, hybrid, irons. And like you just see subtle changes in either age or strength, or you're getting faster, or just kind of the technology might just be a little bit different.
Absolutely. Jim Sullivan, pretty good amateur, and that's understood. You were an elite amateur when you won the Philly Amateur.
Just went from pretty good to used to be.
Well,
yes.
you won the Philly Am.
Certainly,
I can't talk about your history without leading off with the fact he was the '99 Gap Amateur Champion. Okay, he's still an elite player. But when's the last time you got fitted? Don't say never.
No. I haven't done it a lot, but I got new irons, bought a new set of irons 4 or 5 years ago, and went through the whole fitting process of just irons, and it's very valuable. So I believe in it, and I've never done it with wedges. Just sort of grab wedges off the shelf, but I have a good driver fitting story, and I think the driver fitting is where people really think about it now. And I'm glad to hear Brad's adding distance, where most of us are not, and figuring out how to compensate. But so I played a lot of golf up until I was 26 or 7 years old, as an amateur, pro, and pretty good, whatever, and then spent a few years as a professional, and then stopped. So I was exercising, working out, and playing a lot of golf, and so you need a certain, standard of equipment at that level, and spent a few years not playing any golf, and my wife and I had a few kids, 4 kids in about 18 months or so. And I distinctly remember all 4 kids between 1 and 5 years old running around this playground in Hatboro, up in the Horsham area. And about 2 weeks earlier, I had emailed Chip Brewer, who had been a friend. He's a little bit older, kind of an older friend that was the CEO of Adams Golf still, hadn't yet moved to Callaway. And he was very helpful for me as a pro, and just able to learn off of his guys. Well, I said, hey, Chip, I'm looking to buy some new equipment, thinking of driver, 3-wood, that sort of thing. Who should I talk to, thinking in this area, but that he'd be the guy to ask? He called me. It took about a week, but he called, and he spent 45 minutes on the phone with me as the CEO of Adams Golf, talking through the clubs I like, the type of clubs, the shafts, everything that you do on a phone fitting from 3,000 miles away. Sent me a driver and a hybrid that until 6 months ago were in my bag for 15 years. And I had tried all the new equipment, with fittings, the TrackMan and all that stuff, and whatever he set me with, stuck for the hybrid's still in the bag. The driver is probably equal to what I'm using, but I spent $500 on a new one, so I figured I better use it.
So you still have an Adams
Well,
hybrid?
it's on the bench at the moment, but very close to in the bag. So there's a lot to the science, but Chip was able to do it on the phone.
That's pretty good. He's a pretty good fitter.
It was pretty impressive.
You had something to add to that, Brad?
Yeah, I mean, I was able to kind of get fit throughout the whole bag, and it's a huge benefit, even loft lie, just a little bit of everything. And then on top of it, I always thought that I needed or I liked a certain shaft, and then come to find out a couple years down the road of constantly getting that same shaft, I realized I needed something a little different.
Right, all right, that's fascinating. So I guess the message to our viewers are, if you haven't, get fitted.
Yeah.
Thank you, panel. We'll be back. More of Inside Golf coming up in just a minute. Designed by Donald Ross, Lulu Country Club is one of the premier private golf courses in Montgomery County. This classic 18-hole course boasts a new state-of-the-art clubhouse with many amenities for members to enjoy. Members are invited to play in events, tournaments, and enjoy guest privileges. For more information, contact membership@lulucc.com.
Okay, fam. Quick stop in Montgomery County, but we have to be at Grandma's by 5 p.m.
Do we have time to stop at the mall?
KOP! Yes!
Do we have time to hit the slopes? Skiing at Spring Mountain. Do we have time for Santa?
If we have time for wildlife at the zoo!
Do we have time for food?
I have a list of 1,800 restaurants.
Yum! Do we have time for an overnight?
I feel like we're forgetting something.
When you spend the holidays in Montgomery County, your other plans can wait.
Honey, call them again.
Hi, Tony Salucci with the Beacon Group of Companies. If your company has between 50 and 500 employees enrolled in your health insurance plan, there's a really good chance we can reduce your costs significantly and increase the benefits employees receive. How do we do it? We put you together with several thousand employers of a similar size across the country, so your company can get amazing buying power. Schedule a conversation with one of our employee benefits specialists today at mybeacongroup.com.
The Golf Association of Philadelphia. Founded in 1897, GAP is the nation's oldest regional or state golf association. We serve amateur golf in Eastern PA, Southern New Jersey, and all of Delaware. Gap welcomes all golfers, junior or senior, male or female, public or private. Join the Golf Association of Philadelphia today. Our mission is always to preserve, protect, and promote the great game of golf. Before you tee it up, look us up. Visit gapgolf.org to find out more.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. We're here at Cedarbrook Country Club saying so long and congratulations to Jeff Kitty and John Carpenetta, two local guys picking up awards, national awards from the PGA of America. And we'll be back here in Bluebell at Cedarbrook. We'll be talking to Tim Kelly in a couple of weeks. Tim is the superintendent of the golf course here at Cedarbrook, where they have undergone some pretty substantial changes to both the front nine and the back nine over the last couple of years. We'll get the latest from Tim Kelly on the changes at Cedarbrook. The members are loving it, and wait till they see when it's completed, scheduled for next spring. Hope you're enjoying some of this bonus weather for golfers in the Philadelphia area as we get ready for, hopefully, a mild winter. It certainly has been a great fall to get out and enjoy the game we all love. I'm Harry Donahue. See you next time here on Inside Golf.
The 26th season of Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. Your next golf getaway is in Valley Forge in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Visit valleyforge.org. By the First Tee Greater Philadelphia. The First Tee not only helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit firstteephiladelphia.org. By the Philadelphia Association of Golf Course Superintendents, a community of professionals enhancing the game of golf since 1925. Make sure you thank your golf course superintendent today. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man and Philly Man Magazine, a digital publication and private business network. Read the current issue free at jerseymanmagazine.com. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia PGA Section, the experts in the game and business of golf.